Good evening, parents, family, friends, and faculty. I've never done one of these before, so I guess I'll just start. When I first came to Legion in 7th grade, I quickly realized that it was going to be difficult explaining to people that I actually went to school on a Mongo. These are me, they'd ask in slight confusion, many of them kids who lived in Kailua and had gone to elementary school with me just down the road. Apparently, Leisure Bean wasn't a place that many had heard of at the time. Leisure Bean, actually, I can explain, doing my best to replicate a French accent. It's on Dump Road. This really caught some people off guard. A French private school situated on a road, notorious for its accumulation of garbage. Even to me, this place sounded like a weird trip. 6 years later, looking back on my time at Leisure Bean, I realized that my first reaction to the school wasn't too far off. This place is a trip. For those of you who are not acquainted with the dialect we've developed over the many years of being together as a class, trip refers to any experience varying from a magical existential adventure to a horribly twisted hell. I'd say my experience lies somewhere between those two ranges, with plenty of highs and lows in between. In the time that has passed during high school, we've lost many of our old friends, but in the process we've also gained new ones from all over the world. While we still keep in touch with some, with others our relationships slowly fade. It's a lesson for life, realized early in adulthood, that not all friends are kept. As we move forward in our lives, we often do not think of the present or past. We do not stop to appreciate the relationships that give structure to our lives, or the environment that nourishes our minds. As we plunge headfirst into the stormy currents of adulthood, we begin to separate ourselves from the people that we have been our whole lives. When we look back years later, we'll ask ourselves, when did I stop being that person? Or will we? Who will I be in 5 years, 10 years, 20? Where will I live? Will I have a car, a house, a retirement fund? Are these things even important to me? Why should they be? I believe that the challenge of life is that there are an infinite number of paths that one may take. Most people feel obligated to follow the path that is the most followed or the most convenient. They feel pressured to conform to a single path that is not fulfilling for all people, which may be monotonous and interminable. This is one path to take, but is it the one you want? I hope that each person in this graduating class finds their own path to happiness, whether that may be at home here in Kailua or in any of the many other homes waiting for them around the world. I hope that each person stays true to their own character and that all the friendships we've developed over the years will be sustained. I hope that when we finally return to meet as a group again, I will be meeting the same people that stand next to me today. This school has shaped each of us, not because of anything that a curriculum might teach, but because of the teachers themselves. Teachers who understand that the purpose of education is not to learn to obey, but to learn to enjoy. I would like to thank all of the teachers that have taught us throughout our many years of schooling, especially Mr. Olaso, Mrs. Cry, and the portable teachers. I would also like to thank the parents of each of my peers for giving me the chance to spend time with such a great group of people, and a final thanks to my own parents for sending me on such an awesome trip. I don't believe that this day of graduation represents a turning point in our lives, just as I don't believe that turning 18 marks the beginning of adulthood. I still feel that I am the same person who first stepped on this campus 6 years ago, though I know that I've changed tremendously. As we step out into the world, cast out into the vast sea of opportunity and indecision, we are now labeled as grown-ups. Well, if this label is true, and we really are grown-ups, I can't imagine having grown up with a better group of people. This class of 2012. Thank you.
Yes, it can.